Hello class, nice to see you're all doing your homework and watching this video tonight. Today we're going to be discussing a new concept called heart rate. Be sure to pay close attention to the video. Feel free to pause, rewind, or rewatch it to make sure that you have a good grasp on the material. We will be working a lot with heart rates in class tomorrow, so it's important that you have a good understanding of this content. Now, the first thing you're probably wondering is, what is heart rate? Heart rate is a measurement of how fast our heart is beating. Heart rate is a good indicator of the intensity of our workouts and can often tell us how hard we are working. Heart rate is measured in its own unit known as BPM, or beats per minute. We use this measurement because it gives us a good ratio of how many times our heart is beating in a certain period of time, and can give us a good comparison of how hard we are working in a workout compared to just sitting in normal day activity. Finding one's heart rate is also extremely simple. All you need to do is take the first two fingers on your dominant hand and press them lightly against the carotid artery on your neck. To find this location, take the tip of your middle finger and place it just below the corner of your jaw. Slowly press against the skin and drag your fingers down your jawline until you feel a pulse. Once you've found the spot, you can hold your fingers there for 10 seconds and count how many times you feel your heartbeat in that period of time. Be sure to remember that number. The next step is to take the number you just counted and multiply it by 6. Since there are 60 seconds in a minute and you just counted for 10 seconds, multiplying this number by 10 will tell you how many times your heart will beat in a minute. For example, if I were to take my heart rate right now, I would gently find my carotid artery and count for 10 seconds. I counted 8 beats in that amount of time. So I will now multiply that number by 6 and find out that my heart rate is about 48 beats per minute. A couple of important things to remember while taking your heart rate is not to press too hard on the carotid artery. This is a sensitive part of the body, and pressing too hard will cause pain, which will make your body go through stress, raising your heart rate and making the number that you count less accurate. Another thing to be sure of is to use the first two fingers on your hand rather than your thumb. The thumb is a spot that has its own weak pulse, and if you use this to try to find a pulse on another spot of the body, you could get the two pulses confused and count the wrong number. The heart rate that I just found for myself is known as the resting heart rate. We call it this because it's the heart rate that I took without doing any physical activity. We use the resting heart rate as a baseline number to compare to our heart rates during exercises to see how hard we are working. I want everybody to now take a minute and find their own resting heart rate. After you've done this, write it down on a piece of paper and be sure to bring it to class tomorrow. The resting heart rate will be important for a number of activities that we do in class, so be sure to do it and bring it in. Thank you.